Hi there. So in today's video, we're going to be talking about the cost of living in the United States of America. Now, we all know that there are different states in this United States, right? So I want to appreciate the fact that different states have different costs of living. Where I live, it's pretty manageable. I think it depends on where you're from. So the cost of living depends on where you are. So I am going to be talking about the cost of living in my state. So I currently live in Maryland, and that is what I'm going to be basing on. I'm going to be talking about accommodation, I'm going to be talking about food, I'm going to be talking about transport and household items, right? So it so happens that currently I'm out of stuff at my house. Like, I'm literally out of everything that I could ever need, out of groceries, out of food, out of literally everything. Yeah, so I'm going to be doing this video as I try to shop for some of the things that I need in my house. Yeah, if you're seeing my face for the first time, my name is Rachel Agasha. I'm an immigrant from Uganda. I moved to the States in August last year. Last year is 2022, and on the channel I share my experiences. I've been talking about the DV lottery, I talk about the challenges I faced and all those things, basically life in the United States of America. So I hope you enjoy this video. Be sure to leave a thumbs up for the video, be sure to subscribe if you haven't, and yeah, enjoy the video. So the first store I went to was Costco. Now, for you to be able to shop at Costco, you need to be a member. You need a membership card, which you show at the doorway, like you're going to see in the video. Only members can actually shop at this place, right? So the beauty about it, or the difference about Costco, is that things in there are almost a half price, right? So people go there for better deals. I mean, things are very cheap, actually. Not very cheap, but it would be cheaper than it would be in a Walmart or elsewhere. Now, of course, there are different kinds of stores, but I wanted to go to Costco first because I knew I could get things at a better deal. So I'm going to be showing you the price of the item and the price. That is pomegranate, and it is $21.29 a box. Yeah, I wanted avocado, definitely, so I picked a bag, and it was not so expensive because, like I said, in these places things are half price, $6.59, right? The price of the tangerines, everything in here is a bit mitigated. Like I said, it's a wholesale price kind of thing. The tangerines are $6.99. That whole bag has, I don't know, like the many, you could have this for like 2 weeks. Yeah, then a whole box of fresh apples at $4.69, right? This is a good deal, so that is why I love Costco. These mangoes, I got a box for myself, and the mangoes were $8.99. Yeah, the things, like I was saying, the things are really like affordable. In fact, you'd find so many people in there trying to get everything that they can. They sell everything wholesale. The water is, cheaper and bigger, I should say. Yeah, like you get more for a lesser price. Yeah, those pears, I got a box of pears for myself. Was that cheap? I got guavas as well. So if you are in the United States, Costco is a good deal. I also love to shop at Aldi. Aldi is also a bit cheaper. Actually, my auntie told me about Aldi, and for the longest time ever, I felt like Aldi had good deals as well. The only difference about Aldi is that there's no one who's always going through looking at the expired things, so you have to be keen and make sure you're not taking home something that is bad. But also their prices are really mitigated. The lemons are $6.59. Yeah, I remember getting a big tin of Nido, those big tins, because I'm African, so Nido is like a thing. It's an alternative for milk. And when I looked at the big tin at one particular store, it was $56, but I was able to get it from Costco at $22. So that's almost half the price, right? So Costco is the way to go. All these sodas and everything, so everything is kind of mitigated. Now, the price of the eggs in here are organic, pretty much. So most of the things actually are organic. I don't like their milk, but that is the price. $2.89 is how they sell their milk. That is I think whole milk. Then the organic eggs, we have the ones that they have the ones at $6.99, and then the others I think are $4.99. Yeah, I do not want eggs. I just wanted to show the price because they're the brown ones and the white ones, right? So like I was saying, Costco is a good deal. Yeah, they also have clothes, they have kitchenware, they have gadgets. Actually, I was able to get my new phone from there. Of course, different phone services and everything, but as a Costco member, they give you a coupon. They actually gave us a coupon for getting my phone from the store, from the guys from the store. So again, that was a good deal. Tissue, paper towels, these guys sell these things at a very much better price. So if you have a family, mostly if you're a family person, you have so many people in your place, in your home, the water, they have it in all sizes. Everything comes at a cheaper cost compared to all the other stores, and this is a fact. Like honestly, I'll do Costco every other day. Yeah, and they have a variety of things, of like, it's on very rare occasions that you miss, like you don't find what you're looking for. They have the food supplements that they do not sell in the stores, so you'd be good to go now. That pork. I'm actually shocked that this place was full at this point, but normally during summer it's $2.99 a pound. At first I was thinking this is cheap, but then I remembered it's a pound because they weigh and then you pay, because that is the price. You see, it's almost $27 for that whole package. Yeah, normally during summer you get there and they are not there, and the pork is literally done, you know. But I think because people are not out doing parks and everything, so it's kind of, you know, there. But again, Costco is the way to go. They have a fresh fish or whatever it is that you want it for or whatever kind of fish that you're looking for. Costco is the way to go. Yeah, they have literally everything. They have TVs, they have everything. One thing I can assure you is that everything they have in there is almost half price of wherever you could get it from anywhere else. They have better deals, they have good deals, you know. They have clothes, children's clothes, adults clothes. Everything is in this store. So if we're talking wanting to manage the cost of living in the United States of America, get you a Costco membership card. This is not an advertisement. Yeah, it is this. No one sponsored this. I'm just appreciating the fact that I can get most of the things that I need at a cheaper price at this particular store. Yeah. Now, depending on what you're looking for exactly, I love to do my shopping at the international store as well, because the international store has everything African. I mean, and I'm an African, so I want particular things, and particular things are I can get from particular places, right? So I know that when I come to an international store, I'm going to get this fresh green pepper. I mean, look at that. That looks so natural and so fresh, and so everything, you know, like everything I could look for, like I need, right? The only difference is that the international store is bound to be way more expensive. Yeah. So if there's anything that seems international that you can get from Costco, please do. That is why I love to get my fruits and everything from Costco, because they are much cheaper there. Now here, it's literally you breaking an arm and a leg. Everything, most of the things in here are very, very, very expensive. So small, now these are grapes, right? At Costco, that whole thingy, the whole, I don't know how to put it. that whole package was $6.99. Here, $2.99 per pound. Now we don't know how much. This was, I think, 2.5 pounds. So by all means, the grapes in here are more expensive than the grapes in Costco. Now I love the black grapes, of course, so I needed to what? I just had to settle for those because they were a bit cheaper. Now these eggplants, So I picked some because I needed some. Tell me why I get to the counter and I picked, I think, 4 or 5, and they're telling me they're $11. Like, what is it that is in these eggplants that you're selling them to me at this amount? I just had to leave them, right? Because I knew I'd get bigger ones at even a cheaper price. So apparently, they turned out to be Italian. That is why they were expensive. Now, in the international store, like I said, as an African, you want to look for an international store. Now, global foods. Like I said, it depends on where you are. So global foods might not be everywhere in the States, right? But I know there's a global foods in Virginia and there's a global foods in Maryland, in different ports, I believe. So you just have to Google the, global near me, or from wherever you are, you Google international store near me. I'm sure there are international stores in most places. So in here you'll see everything African, the greens from back home, the onions from back home. I mean, it just gives you the feel of, oh yeah, I am getting just about everything that I need, right? So in this international store, they had literally everything. They have everything. The Irish potatoes that we love back home, the sweet potatoes. I tried to make sure I was capturing the price and the food item itself, because this video is going to be too long and I did not know if I have it in me to keep going and going and going. I could not speak on site because normally these stores are really loud and it requires a lot of talking and being loud and causing a lot of attention to yourself and everything, which I was honestly not ready for. But yeah, these are the prices for most of the things. Now, I love to buy my Irish potatoes from Aldi because they're cheaper. Now here, because it's an international store, sometimes they tend to be pricey, like they're a bit more expensive than outside. So like I said, I am the kind who will, improvise. I need to make sure my money is serving the purpose, right? So where I can get something cheaper, I'll go there. The beauty of these things is that most of these things are like close to each other, so you don't have to drive like a very long distance for this or for that or for that. The only stitch for me is that where I live there are no international stores. Maybe they are, but I've not googled. But my friends live closer to this store, so I just drive to those places, so I'm able to get whatever it is that I'm looking for. So pumpkins, sweet potatoes, tree nuts, everything is in here, and it's exciting to think that if I needed something, I could actually access it. Fresh yams, fresh cassava, fresh sweet potatoes, fresh pumpkin. I mean, what more can you ask for? I feel like everything is covered and sorted, right? So, of course, I'm not a yam person. I eat sweet potatoes once in a while. I love the cassava. But for this video, just to show you that when you're in the United States, you don't have to worry about home food. These are beans of every kind. So in the international stores, they go all the way to provide literally everything that people out there can relate with. In here, you can access posho. You can access, I think, ugali is posho, You just have to, these are literally the nuts from back home. Beetroot, cilantro, oatmeal. All those green vegetables are actually there. Asparagus, like literally everything. Yeah. Last time I made a bill and I was telling my mother, honestly, what do you have that we cannot access? Yeah. The one thing that I loved most about this place is that I could even access jackfruit. We call it fene in my local language. And at this point, I'm thinking, you know what? The only thing I missed about my country is my family and my friends. But otherwise, everything is fine. Like everything is okay. Like everything that you want, you can actually get. Everything that you need, you can get in this country. Yeah. So if you are an immigrant out there and you're wondering where you can get particular foods, just Google international store near me. Go in there, have your good company. You should be able to get at least a thing or two of what you need. Yeah. Yeah. Then the major other reasons why I normally come to the international store is the liver, the meat, the beef, and everything. There's something about these things that is fresh and nice and local and everything. So there's even a beef tongue. These guys have everything you're looking for. Cow feet. They have the smoked cow feet. They have the normal cow feet. They have the oxtail. They have all those things, and it's interesting. Like the pork, they have that pork, like the pork that gives you the whole home feel. Then they have that nice chicken. I love the pork. Normally I get pork chops because I'm by myself, so I don't need a lot of meat to just be here. So I get pork chops normally. And then the chicken, they actually have the local chicken. Now that twist is they do not actually have the chicken from back home. They do guinea fowl. Did you guys know that guinea fowl is actually eaten? I always thought that guinea fowl was wild birds or something. And then I get here and I'm reading the chicken. Actually, it's my friend who told me. They're like, Better, that's not chicken. Like, really chicken, it's guinea fowl. I'm like, what? I didn't think they'd eat these birds. Why are we eating these things? So, yeah. That is what they eat here as local chicken. They don't actually eat real chicken. They do guinea fowls. I'm like, okay, that's weird, but okay. Okay. For as long as it gives you that whole chicken taste. And yeah, this is the chicken. It's guinea fowl. And you see how black it is? And I don't baby fowl guinea. It's literally guinea fowl. It's not like chicken. And it's black, right? So I'm thinking, okay, you all. Yeah, the chicken legs, feet, So it's basically everything. Then they have all this fresh fish. I normally love the fish. I buy my fish, take it home. Normally I love to bake it or fry it or whatever the mood is. Yeah, so that's mostly what I come to get from the international stores. They have shrimp, like really fresh shrimp for those guys who love shrimp. They have all these types of fish of you just have to name it. These guys have it. Yeah, you just have to have your money and show up because they have literally everything that you could need. Yeah. Well, of course. And the fresh tomatoes. They have all those tomatoes in different kinds, yeah. And they have bananas. Now, I have come to realize that the bananas from these international stores are actually way better than the bananas from anywhere else. They have those green bananas that we love in Uganda. They have the small sweet bananas. We call it in these. I was in so much surprise and so much shock. I'm like, oh, okay. These bananas are really nice. You know those small short bananas from back home? These are the green bananas that we use for food and whatever. Then they have those small ones that are sweet bananas, but they're small. Those are the best kind of bananas, honestly. And I found them and I'm like, what? Honestly, every day that went by, I just realized, these Ugandans have nothing against us. I'm like, I can literally access everything that I need, you know? It's just a whole beautiful feeling, and I'm just glad that, we get to live this, you know, regardless of the fact that we're away from home. You get to access at least the food, you know, and that is a beautiful feeling. These are the bananas I was talking about. Like, how? You know, it's really exciting. Yeah. Then, of course, the spices. They have all these other spices. Like, there's nothing that you need that you don't get. Yeah, I got me an onion. Powdered onion, and I tried using it and I loved it, you know, all these so I did the shopping and the food and everything. So we're going to be doing transport today. Just turn this off. Yeah, transport today, and it so happens that I'm supposed to be working in office today. So I believe this is what most of the people who live in the DMV do. Yeah. So for transportation, we're doing cost of living in the United States of America, and I'm doing that in my state. So for transportation, like I said, these things vary from state to state. There are states where the train is literally everything, and then states like where we live, where you have to drive to the metro, the train station. Yeah. So I'm supposed to be going to DC. Our offices are in DC, so I am supposed to go to DC, and I cannot drive in DC to save my life. I feel like I have not gotten the expertise. Then also there's trouble. You have trouble finding a place to park in DC. So I'm going to be driving to the metro station. I'll leave my car at the metro, get onto the train to DC. Also, it's easier. I could say even faster, because there's a lot of traffic and so many traffic lights in DC. Like, yeah, because most of the people are walking, so I think they try to make sure they're minimizing all these accidents and everything. But yeah, for transportation, that is what most of the people do. In other states where the trains and buses are good, that is what people also choose to do. So at the metro, you can choose to take the bus or use the train, and there is no way in the world I'm going to use a bus when I can actually use the train. The price is the same. Oftentimes we use a chip to get onto the train. Okay, yeah, this is it. Yeah, so when you get there, you just tap this onto those I don't know what they call those things. Then you're able to use the train. Mostly it's very cheap. It's very cheap, actually, very affordable. So I only spend $2 on every train journey that I use. So that is practically transportation. Also, a car is a necessity, because if I did not have a car at this point, I'll be Ubering to the metro. Yeah, that is you spending a lot of money even before your day begins, right? So yeah, let me get myself to work. Yeah. Moving on to accommodation, like I had mentioned, the state where you are will matter a whole lot, yeah? So it will matter how much your one-bedroom apartment is going to cost, how much your studio apartment is going to cost, or how much your two-bedroom or even a full house is going to cost, right? So I live in a one-bedroom in this setting, yeah. It's a tower, so you can't go up the stairs. Yes, you can, but then normally they have an elevator provision, which is right here. So this is how my outside looks like. We have a very big parking lot, yeah, where at my building you don't actually have to pay for parking. You don't have to worry about parking. It's a fast come fast serve basis, which is a plus for me, because at other places they'll be towing your cars, because I mean you're not supposed to be there. So if I had like friends over, they wouldn't have to worry about, oh, my car or what. So the parking lot is really huge. This is how my apartment looks like. Now this is my particular complex. There's other ones, yeah. Whoever owns these apartments had enough money to build, I think, at least 5 or 6. Last time I was moving around and I'm like, okay. So where I live currently, I pay $1,289 for my one-bedroom apartment, and I think that is a good deal for me. So yeah. Yeah, thank you for watching this video. Be sure to leave a like for the video, a comment if you can, and please subscribe to the channel if you haven't. I'll see you in our next video. Stay safe and take care. Bye bye.